All right, guys, we're doing another reaction video. It's one of my favorite comics as well. Dan Soder, very underrated in my opinion. Not anymore, but was previously. It's the On the Road special. It has like 4 million views. So how could you call somebody underrated? But before this, I would say he was underrated. This guy is another person who has incredible ability to create characters and do all sorts of stuff. But he also is a New York comic, and I think his best friend is Shane Gillis. They're very good friends. And you're going to see this joke here particularly. I love this joke here that I want to show you guys because of the way he sets you up and you just don't see it coming. It's incredible. So let's just jump into it and see where it goes.
One of my best friends just got married. You know, all my friends are married and got kids now, but my best friend just got married in Guatemala and invited me to really test the friendship. Sorry, but you're two whites from Colorado and you're gonna make me go to Guatemala? I was worried we were gonna have to do those photos that white people love to do where all the groomsmen have to subtly act like we wanna fuck the bride in all the photos. You know which one I'm talking about? Where like she has her leg across 4 of us and we're all holding a piece with our sunglasses down, like, are we about to gangbang this bitch?
He's killing already. Like the thing about Dan that I would say, if you ever watch The Regs, it's a podcast that he does with 4 other comics. It's him, Joe List, Bobby Kelly, and Louis J. Gomez. And one of the things that you'll notice there is that he is unbelievably just naturally funny, and he has the ability to create voices. In this, I don't think we're going to really, in this joke here, we won't really see what he can do with the voices, but just what he does like on that podcast is insane. I really would tell you guys to go check that out. But you're going to see, I'm going to show you guys some more New York comics. They all have like 3-minute bits. Basically, they'll have like the same subject in 10 minutes. But like in each 3 minutes is like a brand new subject within it, and it's very tight, which means there's not much random words. It's like to the point, boom, hit, joke, bang, bang, bang. And one of his friends too is Mark Normand, and Mark Normand helped. He talks about it, how Mark Normand helped him a lot with like punching up a joke or tightening it up, because Mark Normand's like a jokey joke writer. So let's jump right back into it.
Or a photo where like she shows us the wedding ring, like, I'm not a whore anymore, and we're like, whoa! But there's none of that. Instead, they did a drone photo. That was the big one, and that was like the thing they're like, all right, guys. The wedding DJ was like, time for the drone photo. Gonna jump and point. I was like, no. Like, count of 3, jump and point. And I watched all my friends be like, I don't want to do this. And then that countdown hit. It was like 3, 2, 1. Corniest shit I've ever done in my life. And easily the most privileged thing I've ever done. Because usually in a third world country, when a drone shows up at a wedding, a lot less jumping and pointing, a lot more running and screaming. It's fun. It's a fun joke.
That was, it's one of my favorite jokes that he does. And I would say one of the reasons why is just you're taking something that's a drone strike, right, that's been done before, and then a wedding joke that's been done before. But what he does is he puts them together, and he puts a surprise at the end so you don't see it coming. So he leads you on all the way here with the wedding. What are we doing here? And then before that, he was talking about his wife and stuff. And, you know, how, like, you know, if my wife told me if I could, like, let's go ahead and go to sleep at 9 p.m. and cuddle, he'd be like, oh, you're nasty. Like, it was really funny how he put that all together. But then he goes into the wedding stuff and going to Guatemala, this and that, and having a good time, taking pictures, you know, that we all have done. So, and it's funny, right? And then at the end, he hits you with this drone strike surprise, bam, out of nowhere. And you're just like, whoa, dude, this is awesome, right? And then from the timing of the joke as well, if I'm watching the special, I'm almost certain that this is the end of a 18-minute bit. So it's really good. Let's see if we could jump into another one here.
Happily married. That was a good wedding to go to. I'm a child of divorce. Clap if you're from a divorced family. Yeah, sounds about right. Usually when you're under 10 and your parents get divorced, they tell you it's not your fault. They love to say that. It's not your fault. But that's the please drink responsibly of divorce. You know what I mean? You know when beer companies are like, drink all night, please drink responsibly in case you fucking kill anybody. That's why parents do it, in case you grow up to be a psycho. And then they're like, I said it wasn't his fault. My parents hated each other. Hated each other. No internet. Went all through me. My mom lived in Denver, my dad lived in San Francisco, and I would travel between the two cities like a little shit-talking messenger. Show up in the Bay Area with a scroll. I bring news from the Rockies. Patricia says you're a drunk, a loser, a liar.
Killing it with that. It's amazing how he goes from a wedding to himself being divorced, and a lot of or not him being divorced, but his parents being divorced. Just a lot of similarities, relatability jokes, and he kills them, absolutely destroying. And how he's creating characters and voices.
Go home 2 weeks later. I told him, Mother. He says, good luck getting child support. I mean, you gotta respect the guy, never paid a dime. Gotta respect the stat line. It's true, never paid her child support. And in the United States, in 1997, the United States enacted the deadbeat dad law, which meant if you didn't pay child support, you were going to jail. My dad died in 1997. Buzzer beater! He Indiana Jonesed her, dude. He slid out and grabbed his hat. Good luck with that big-headed weirdo.
What a joke, man. Like, that's Dan Soder in a nutshell. You guys should really watch this special and watch how incredible he is. Truly, it's amazing what he does. But this joke in particular is something that touches me. Like, my father didn't pass away or anything like that, but it's tragedy. And it's like, okay, like a lot of comics will talk about tragic times and tragic things that happen to them in their life, right? So this situation here is a perfect example. I guarantee that he bombed on this joke so many times, and bombing is one thing, but when you're talking about something personal and bombing about that, and it's like about your father dying, dude, I've been doing comedy out here for 4 years, 4 and a couple months, right? 4 years and a couple months now. There's a couple comics here who have dead dad stuff, and they're trying to do those jokes, and it's just not working. And that's okay, because you have to keep working those to figure them out. It takes a long time to figure out how to do edgy stuff. Sometimes in those scenarios, it's best to put that joke over here. Let's focus on just becoming funnier and figuring out how the jokes work and how to tell a story. Then we'll pick up that joke later on when we have the skills to do it, because it's such a heavy subject. And this is, if you ever are a person who is trying to figure out how to do a joke in that manner, or just an edgy joke, or a joke that really like touches you, that's personal and like sad, this is something that you should watch. And just in general, everybody should watch this. This guy is absolutely hilarious. He's this goddamn savage. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. You have a beautiful night. And make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Have a good one. Bye.